In the next few minutes, I'm going to showcase how we can prevent and remediate non-malware-based zero-day attacks through spear phishing. On the left, we have a victim machine. On the right, we have a hacker's machine. An email has been received by the user, which is an attempt to trick the user into thinking that their PayPal account has been locked. This looks like an email that would normally come from PayPal. They are asked to click on the link to reset their password. As you can see here, if you hover over the link, the destination site is not PayPal. There is a 1 instead of an L, which will take the user to an alternate destination where the attacker wants them to go. The user will click on the link and the browser is opened. Here we see that McAfee has been initiated and caught the malware, right? Wrong. It shows that an exploit kit was launched, quarantined by McAfee, and then deleted. The user believes that they are safe. The reality is that something else has happened. The attacker machine on the right has launched an exploit against Internet Explorer, in this case Metasploit, where a session was established back to the command and control server. We'll establish a session and open up a command shell. We see that we have a full-blown session back to the user's machine, and the user has no idea that anything is happening in the background. I'm going to highlight what was launched in the attack, and we can see here that the attacker machine on the right has launched an exploit against Internet Explorer, in this case Metasploit, where a session was established back to the command and control server. We'll establish a session and open up a command shell. We see here that we have a full-blown session back to the user's machine, and the user has no idea that anything is happening in the background. Next, we can scrape the directory of the C drive or desktop, and we find that this user, Michelle, has been working with some salary information. Within seconds, we can easily copy these files out to our command and control server. I can launch a net view to see what other storage shares or mapped network drives that I could look for more sensitive data. Maybe there are proprietary files with company secrets, photos, or videos that can be leaked. I can look at the user's IP and network information to get a better idea of the infrastructure and where I can laterally move to. I could also ping my command and control server to ensure I have reachability. The main goal here is to exercise stealth and stay quiet because we have circumvented the computer's security software. Now I will use native Windows tools to continue to go undetected, and I'll execute a PowerShell script which will run quietly in memory that can break hashes of all passwords found on this local workstation. After this command is run, you can see here that we are able to extract Michelle's password information. We've now opened the back door and we can get in whenever we want. Now what we'll do is we'll execute a sticky keys attack which changes one character value in the computer registry that will act as a debugger, which will send us all the keystroke information. The exploit that we ran before is running in a process known as notepad.exe. If Michelle would reboot her machine or end the process, this would disconnect my connection, as you can see here. Here we'll end the process. So in order to get back on Michelle's machine, I can use remote desktop, and since I already know her IP address, because I was able to extract everything I wanted, I can use the ease of access key and turn on the on-screen keyboard. Instead of getting an on-screen keyboard, I now get a full command shell. I'm inside of System32 and not running as Michelle. I can do everything I did before, only now without fully ever logging onto her machine. So I can come back to her machine whenever I want over the next several days, weeks, or months, and use her valid credentials to find out what I'm looking for or to spy on her. In addition, I can slowly move around the network as a valid user, Michelle, and can never get caught. Now when we turn on our software, we have a completely different outcome. We go back to the original email and click on the link. We see this time that there is no success and nothing is executed and launched into a process on the hacker machine on the right. In this case, Internet Explorer crashes and the exploit is not successful. McAfee pops up as usual, but we are able to protect the machine through memory protection remediation.